But of
Mhm.
course, there's people that are reading into it, like Ed being like, oh, I think she was getting a little antsy and da da da. It's like, all right, Ed. Well, Ed, you got to realize when you say something like that, people are going to run with that when really he probably just means they probably had talked about getting engaged. And she probably was like, well, when's it happening? And was getting a
Yeah.
little bit antsy. Like, I know it's happening, but when's it going to be?
The thing with that is I feel like people so and I feel like we both understand this. People take things so fucking literally sometimes. It's
Oh
like
my
something
God.
talking like that. He's just like, oh, she's probably a little antsy, whatever. Like, yes, if I hear that my boyfriend's proposing to me at some point, I'm gonna
Hmm.
start to being like, okay, yeah, like, do I have to have my nails done? Like, should I be prepared? Like, those are the
Right.
things you think about. And then uh, the reason he even said that was so he could say, like, I told Travis it doesn't have to be this big thing because Travis was nervous about making it like this big grand gesture and whatever
Hmm.
for Taylor. And he was like, I told him that it could be on the side of the road and it's still special. And Scott Swift told him the same thing. So he just went ahead and did it. Like that was why he said that. It wasn't
Yeah.
like Taylor's over here stomping her foot, being like, babe. Like,
Right.
I
No,
can't
not at all.
imagine
You're
that.
so right. People take things
Yeah.
so fucking literal all the time.
Well,
It's not the case,
yeah.
but all these little details are so cute to think about. I also saw a lot of people discussing like the timeline of when they thought this happened. They thought, oh, surely it must have been before they recorded the podcast because Taylor would never announce an album on a boyfriend's podcast. I'm like, listen, do you do you think that Travis randomly just proposed one day? Like, obviously, they have had discussions that they
Yeah.
want to get married before he proposes. So she probably felt safe enough knowing, oh, yeah, he is going to propose. We're going to get married. He's still my boyfriend right now, but like, we are going to you know what I'm saying? Like,
A hundred
that's another
percent.
thing where people take
Yes.
too literal, where it was like, yes, he might have at that moment still been her boyfriend, but he just proposed. They must have had a discussion recently that they knew they were going to get married.
They very clearly have been a unit for the entire time they've been dating. I would say the first like 6 months or so, it was like, okay, is this guy for real? Is he like, is he the one? Whatever. And then after they started, as soon as she starts going to football games every single home game, and she's making cookies and Pop Tarts and sourdough for all of his friends and family and shit, it's like, okay, yeah, they are a unit. They are together. If Taylor says, "Hey babe, I'll go on your podcast," if that's not her like taking this huge risk and it's like, "Oh my God, what am I going to do?" She obviously feels comfortable enough to go on the podcast, married or not. It doesn't matter.
Hmm.
So, and if she knows like, "Oh, this is my person," a diamond ring, yes, that seals the deal, but the deal was
Well,
already sealed, you
right.
know?
They already definitely, not probably had
Yes.
discussions that, you
And she
know,
would have said, she would have been like, babe, I'll come on the pod if not for feeling secure enough. And it's like, even if they didn't get engaged and God forbid, at some point they had broken up, whatever, and Taylor still did that podcast, it doesn't mean that that podcast wasn't like a lovely look into her life and that she
hmm
didn't feel comfortable in that moment. Like, why does that have to be like, you have to be married to go on that pod? It's like, no, absolutely not.
totally. Like
So
she's,
crazy.
yeah, it's just like too many, like, oh, no way she would have done. Well, she did. So that's,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Choke on that.
Actually, she did go on her boyfriend's podcast and announce it. So yeah,
That's how I
but
feel about everything that's happened so far. It's like that she's at home being like, "Oh, you don't think I'll do this? Well, in your face, bitch. I'm gonna post. I'm posting 2 weeks after I got engaged, just like every."
right. Everyone's like, she would never. She's so secretive. She's not as secretive with Travis. And I
She's
think
just a
we've
girl.
all realized that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's just like us. She
Mhm.
wants to scream from the mountaintops that she's getting engaged and she's getting married. And we love it.